Hello guys, welcome to the Southampton versus Manchester United review. We did beat Southampton today 1-0 away from home, which in the grand scheme of things and how the game went was not a bad result at all. So in the stream we're just going to be talking about the game, going through all the major talking points and getting your opinions on the game and what you thought about what happened out there today, and I'll give my opinions and things like that, and just get anything you want off your chest. We've gone live a bit earlier than we usually do. Daryl Johnson says the Skyper is here. Yes, Daryl has his own channel as well. Go check that out. Link is in the description as well. And yeah, guys, as Daryl was saying there, if you do want to call in, please do call in on the channel. My Skype name, just for anyone who doesn't know, I think I've already got you, Daryl, but for anyone who doesn't know, on the channel, my Skype name is here. But yeah, just before I take some Skype calls, Exchange Gaming plays, hi, welcome to the stream, my friend. So just before I take any calls, I'm just going to go through a few of the things that I sort of thought about the match. Obviously, we ran out 1-0 winners today, and as I said, in the grand scheme of things, a decent result. Obviously, our performance-wise, it probably wasn't one of our best performances of the season. In fact, I'll probably go to say it was one of our worst I know worse is not a word, but worst performances of the season. We just lack that sharp edge that we had against the first few games of the season. But I do think that some fans are overreacting. I've seen on social media today a lot of fans getting really angry and really annoyed at the fact that we did actually getting really annoyed at the fact that we only won 1-0 and saying that, we played really badly, and they're having a go at a few of the players on Twitter. And I don't really understand it, because obviously away to Southampton is not an easy game. There's no getting around that. And to come out with 3 points, in my opinion, is the most important thing. Because as Jose Mourinho said in his press conference after the game, he said that, these points are 3 valuable points, and whether you win 4-0, 2-0, 1-0, 5-1, whatever, 3 points is still 3 points. So I think he's got a really good point there. The fact that it doesn't matter that we've only won 1-0 today. The fact that we've got over the line, grinded it out when it was getting tough, especially in that second half towards the end of the game. Southampton were bombarding our goal and making it really hard for us. So to get the 3 points is absolutely fantastic. Exchange Gaming says it was a hard game. It was a very hard game. Man United Max joins me. He says, hi, can I Skype call? It's fine. Yeah, you can, man. Please feel free to Skype in if you do want to. As I said, my Skype is Leroy Lita, although I think I've done a video with you before on Skype, so I think I'll probably already have your name. But yeah, please do Skype in, guys. And yeah, Skype is always open for any of you guys who want to Skype in. But as I said before, guys, please do like the stream as well. It really does help the channel. And also subscribe to not just my channel, but all the channels in the link in the description down below. I'd really appreciate it. Obviously, there's some really great Manchester United content out there, and the guys in the description are really it's a great community that we all have. So go subscribe to everyone if you haven't already. And also, I'd really appreciate you guys sharing the stream and things like that. I would really appreciate that. And so yeah, obviously getting back to the match, I thought Lukaku's goal again got on the score sheet as well. 6-6 for Romelu Lukaku, I do believe, or is it 8-8? I'm not sure. I think it's 8-8 actually, or 8 goals this season. It's something like that. I'm getting a bit confused in my my stats here, but I think nevertheless he's had a fantastic start to this season. There's no getting around that. He's been, you know, banging in the goals, and he's right up there for the race for the Golden Boot. In fact, he's joint top with two others, Alvaro Morata after his hat-trick, and Sergio Aguero as well. So it's hotting up for that race for the Golden Boot, but hopefully Lukaku can come out on top. And I think he was one of the contenders for man of the match today. I also thought that Phil Jones did really well today in the defence. A lot of people saying on Twitter that he's probably the best English defender. The best English defender. I mean, I don't know what you guys' thoughts are on that, but I think it was overall the performance wasn't amazing as a whole, but I thought it was good that we grinded out the 3 points, and it's good that Jones played well, and you know, it's good, you know, gives the defence a bit of confidence, and it's good keeping that clean sheet as well was also really important, because obviously if we didn't, we would have drawn the game, which is not great. Choo says good win, and he says below par performance. I agree. I definitely agree with you there, Tubes. I think it was 100% a quite a low par performance for us. I think, you know, but yeah, the performance overall wasn't great. Obviously, there was a lot of things, especially in the second half. I thought I would go too far to say as we were poor in the second half. I mean, we weren't really fashioning too many proper chances, and the ones that we did, we just didn't take. I mean, there was this one where Lukaku played well to play in Herrera, and he just hits it over the bar, and you know, maybe Herrera with a bit more confidence is putting that in the back of the net, and we come away, you know, 2-0 winners, and we look a lot better. But nevertheless, we do come out of it with a 1-0 win, and there's still things to work on, which in some ways is good because it means that we haven't hit our pinnacle yet. You know, we're able to win these kind of games. There's still things to kind of work on and improve, which you could argue is a good thing because, you know, the more that you need to improve and the want to improve, you know, the more that we're going to get better, and hopefully throughout the season we can get better. Now, obviously, our start to the season hasn't been, you know, the hardest start to the season. I mean, we haven't really faced, the only top 6 contender we faced is Everton. So, really, you know, a lot of the neutrals and things like that would argue that, yes, we've started really well to the season, which is fantastic, and we're showing, you know, signs that we're playing good football, but, you know, is this really the Manchester United that, is this the true Manchester United, if you know what I mean? Like, is this the Manchester United, is this the Manchester United which we're going to see for the rest of the season? Tubes says, lol, a lot of negativity from fans on the United stand, saying sack Jose, etc., and we won't even make top 4. That is, I just don't understand that, to be fair. I've seen that on Twitter as well. I mean, the amount of people who are saying that we played horribly today, and, you know, not even focusing on the fact that we got a really good 3 points away to Southampton, because it's a tricky game. It is a very, very tricky game, so I don't understand it. Welcome, Ryan. Welcome. Thank you for joining the stream, my friend. And welcome, Crazy Pizza Gaming as well. Hello to all of you guys. Thanks for joining the stream. Get your opinions on the match. I'd really appreciate that. But yeah, hopefully we'll have a few callers and things like that, and we can discuss the Manchester United game and discuss anything you guys want to discuss. And also, you know, keep getting your thoughts and opinions in the comment section as well. The live chat, sorry. Get your thoughts and opinions on that because I really like reading out what you guys have got to say. But obviously, in my lineup prediction, I only got 2 players wrong. I thought that Blind was going to play over Young, which actually Young was picked in left back, and then I thought Herrera was going to start over Fellaini, and Fellaini got picked. So overall, I got 9 out of 11 players, which is still decent. You know, it's still a decent prediction, so I'll take it. But yeah, I think Jose Mourinho's lineups are not bad. I mean, you could argue even that today, if we had Paul Pogba, maybe we would have created more clear-cut chances. And we would have maybe scored a few more goals, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you guys think. So Ryan says, I thought we were okay today. We're going to get tough matches and still got the 3 points. Definitely, Ryan. Really do appreciate. Yeah, I agree with you. I definitely agree with you, Ryan. There. I think we are going to get tough matches in the season. You look at Stoke. I mean, Stoke was a really hard place to go. and it was annoying that we didn't get all 3 points, but it's a very difficult place to go, and we will get hard games this season, there's no question. Ben Worth says to get 3 points when you're below par is what top teams have to be able to do. Definitely agree with you there, Ben. Really good point, actually. You know, if you want to be a title-winning side, you need to be able to get points when you're not playing as well. And, you know, we've seen through the title winners throughout the season that, you know, we've seen throughout the title winners throughout the season that they have had to scrap some games, and they've been lucky in some games. So yeah, I think I definitely agree with you there, Ben. And if you haven't already subscribed, Ben, please do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and thanks for joining us. I'm gonna answer Daryl's call right now and see what he has to think, but keep getting your thoughts and opinions in the live chat as well. I'll keep reading them and things like that. But yeah, hello Daryl, welcome back to the channel. Obviously, if you guys were watching in the last stream, he was also on in the last one as well. And go check his channel out. Link is it will be in the description down below. So go check his channel out. He does, you know, match previews and reviews for, you know, not just Manchester United, but if you're also into some, I believe he does some Middlesbrough previews and things like that, and reviews and stuff.
Bayern Munich, Manchester United, and Middlesbrough Football Club.
There you go.
Of course, you don't have to watch all 3 of the teams, but you can watch the ones that you like.
There you are. So, obviously, Daryl, I've already done. If you want to go check out the review of the game that we did on Daryl's channel, go check out his channel. As I said, link in the description. But very happy to have you on the channel. And I mean, is there any you know, points you just want to make just outright on the game? You know, how do you think it went, and you know, what are your opinions on what happened?
Well, for starters, we didn't play well, to be honest. But I felt obviously Lukaku's goal, which I mentioned last time. I mentioned that Lukaku would probably score, which I was right about. But yeah, it was a tough game. Like everyone expects, it's always a tough match when you're playing away to Southampton. But we got past the test. Yeah, we didn't play very well, but we got the 3 points, and that was the main thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the main point. I definitely think that you hit the nail on the head with that one. You know, we didn't play well really, especially in the second half. I thought we were. I mean, I'd go too far as to say we were poor in the second half. I think. We weren't at our best, and you know, there were sloppy passes, and you know, we were on the back foot for most of that second half, and for most of the game, if you think about it. But we were able to grind out the win, and at the end of the season, you won't think about, oh yeah, we didn't play that well against Southampton. It'll say, you know, we got 3 points, and that's all that matters. You know, as Jose Mourinho said in his post-match interviews, he said that. You know, whether we win 4-0 or, you know, 2-0 or whatever, 3 points still counts the same if you win, if you win any scoreline. So, the main point is that we won the game. So, yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. Obviously, was there any performances you want to pick out as, you know, as they played well, or any performances which you thought they didn't play too well?
Well, a lot of the players didn't play very well. We just didn't play very well as a team. But if I'm going to pick my man of the match, De Gea. Because for one instance, he was the one who kept United winning, and plus he's an important important goalkeeper for United. Also our main goalkeeper as well. Which I was glad that Jose Mourinho actually decided to play him, because although he didn't play on Tuesday against Burton, he let Sergio Romero have a go, but I felt it was a good idea to let David De Gea back in the squad, and let maybe Sergio Romero have a rest for once. Good decisions from him, and it worked off very well, I feel.
Yeah, I think I agree with you there. I think most of the team didn't really play as well as we've seen in previous games, and I mean, you say David De Gea there. I probably agree with you there. Another clean sheet for him. It's 101st clean sheet for the club, which is absolutely fantastic. Shows what a signing he was from Sir Alex Ferguson. And I think if I was going to pick my man of the match personally, I'd probably go for Phil Jones. I actually thought he played really well today. And I thought we actually defended really well to keep a clean sheet, because Southampton were coming at us quite frequently, and to keep a clean sheet like that, it just shows that we can grind out and I think our defence as a whole was really good today. But if I was going to give my man of the match to someone, I'd probably say to Phil Jones probably. But yeah, I think there are a few players. I think Mkhitaryan didn't have a great game today, and I think Lukaku. I think even though he got the goal, I don't think he had one of his best games. But I guess it's good to see if your striker cannot have a great game but still go on the score sheet and get the winning goal. I'm just going to read a few of the comments before we get into the next point.
Yeah.
Ryan says, we missed chances in the first half. Really should have been 2 or 3-0 at half time. We did miss a few chances. I agree with you there. I think obviously we didn't make as many chances as we would in the previous games, but I think if you want to do well in the Premier League and any type of football, you need to be able to take chances when they come to you. And if on a different day, maybe they could on a different day they could have got an equaliser, or maybe possibly 2 goals. We could have lost that game. So we need to make sure we keep up our clinicalness. Shannon Mark, welcome to the stream, my friend. He says this man needs to chuff a durry. Oh, I think I know what that means. Ryan also says that he thinks that Jones, Fellaini and Rashford were brilliant today. So he thinks that Jones, Fellaini and Rashford played really well. As you said there, Jones played really well. I thought I'd give Jones the man of the match, but Fellaini and Rashford, I think they did well. They didn't. I don't think they played badly, but in my opinion, they didn't really stand out for me today. And I think no question they're good players, and I probably especially Rashford. I think he's still a young boy, so he can't really get on his back for performances. So yeah, thank you for all the comments, guys. Really appreciate it. Man United Max says, don't know if my calls are coming through. Yeah, on my Skype, I'm not actually getting your call. They're not coming through. If you want to give me your Skype name, I can see if I can add you or whatever. But yeah, guys, keep getting your comments and stuff in the live chat as me and Dowell just have a bit of a chat. So, obviously, but yeah, obviously the game finished 1-0, which I think we probably argue was pretty lucky. Now, obviously, that was what I was going to talk about, the Jose Mourinho incident towards the end of the match. Now, obviously, he was. I think it was the 92nd, 93rd minute, around there. There was a bit of an altercation with the fourth official. I didn't really see much of it, but he did get sent to the stands, and that will mean that he has a touchline ban for our next game. So, do you think that's going to affect the players at all for our next game, or do you think it's a big deal?
No, it shouldn't affect our players, no, because it does make a difference sometimes with Jose not being given out the tactics, but sometimes the assistant managers can actually do a better job than the actual manager does. Obviously, assistant managers can give out either the same tactics or could give out different tactics to what Jose sets. But it all depends. For one instance, it depends how long a ban he's got, and two, I don't think it's going to affect the players at all. It's just we just have to play as well as we have been doing the last few games. Apart from today, we didn't play well, but we need to step up a bit more. But no, there shouldn't be any miscommunications or anything from the players. They were a very good bunch of players to play with, and yeah, they just combined together very well. Obviously now 6 games unbeaten in the league. I think 6 in the league. So that's like 5 wins and one draw. That was Stoke with a draw. But we were lucky, and I think next game we're against Crystal Palace, which should be a definite thrashing. We should definitely smash them completely. It should be like, maybe a 4-0, 5-0. But I'm expecting another 4-0 from us because Crystal Palace, haven't scored a single goal in the league yet, and doesn't look like they're going to at the minute. So I think just keep going as we are. Maybe pick up the pace a bit better and try and play a bit more smoothly and more aggressively. And I think if we keep shooting and playing all the good attackers like Rashford, Lukaku, maybe Zlatan if he comes back. But yeah, it's gonna be an easy game next week. So definitely expecting a win.
Yeah, next Premier League game, Crystal Palace. I think I mean, as Ryan's just said there, I think we'll hammer Palace. I think, I agree with you guys as well, and Darryl as well. I think we should do, because if we don't, it could almost be concerning. I mean, even if we do win, but we just don't win convincingly. I mean, against the Palace team, who frankly have been diabolical this season. They haven't even scored a goal, and they've become the first Premier League side in history to lose all of their opening games, opening 5 or 6 games, I'm not sure which, and not score a goal. So a bit of unwanted history there for Crystal Palace. So hopefully we can batter Crystal Palace. And as I said, hopefully the Mourinho touchline ban doesn't affect the players, and I don't think it will, because Rui Faria will know exactly what Jose Mourinho wants. He's worked with him a lot before, so I think he'll be absolutely fine. But Darryl, thank you so much for coming on, my friend. It was really, really good to have you on. As I said, guys, go check his channel out. It'll be in the link in the description. Go check it out. It's a fantastic channel. I'd really appreciate a watch on the channel, and go give him a subscribe if you are new. We just did a preview on a review, for the Manchester United match today, and I really enjoyed it. So go and check it out. But yeah, thank you very much for coming on, Darryl. Please do call in again soon. Right, guys, there we go. Yeah, that was Darryl. If you want to go check him out, link will hopefully be in the description down below. But yeah, very good points there from Darryl. Oh yeah, Max, I'll take your call. Donald Egginson says, "Crazy Pizza, give us a wave. Crazy Pizza, give us a wave." Welcome, Donald. Welcome to the stream, my friend. If you are still in the stream, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you very much for joining. If you haven't already, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. Yeah, Max, I'm just going to accept you here, and I'm going to have you on. I'll put you on the Skype. But yeah, guys, hopefully we can get Man United Max on. But I'll just read a few of your comments. Tube thinks we're going to win 3-1 against Crystal Palace. But he also says he'll take a 1-0. Look, I think, in the early stages of the season, as you say there, points are so crucial. They're so important. And it doesn't really matter about the result, because at the end of the season, think about it, when you've got that title in your hand, you don't think about all the mishaps, all the 1-0 scrappy wins that you've had to get. You don't think about that. You think about the achievement. You think about the fact that you've got that title in your hands. So, I think it's good. It's good. But yeah, I would take a win. If we could win every game 1-0, that'd be brilliant. Darryl says, "Thanks for calls. I got my words mixed up tonight. Sorry. Subscribe to me if you haven't already." Thank you very much for calling in, Darryl. Really appreciate it. And guys, yeah, if you want to go check his channel out, there he is in the chat, and also it should be in the description down below. If it's not, go check his channel out there. But I'm gonna call Max and see if he does respond to the call. Hopefully he does. And we can get him on the stream and see what he has to say on the Southampton match. Hello, Max. Are you there? Oh. No. Right, there we go. Okay, so I thought... Oh, Max, are you... Hello, Max?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Alright, there we go. Right, we've got Max on the call. Man United Max, as you guys will probably know him. Please do go and subscribe to him. Link is in the description down below. Fantastic Manchester United channel. I believe he's nearing 190 subscribers, which is absolutely fantastic, and it's just testament to, you know, to the work he does on his channel. So go check him out in the description down below. But Max, thank you very much for joining the call, and you know, it'll be good to hear what you have to say on the match. So obviously a 1-0 win. It was a scrappy game, a pretty difficult game for Manchester United. Overall, what did you think of the overall performance, and was there any performances from particular players that you wanted to pick out?
Well, first of all, I'm going to talk on like the whole team performance. I think we dominate, well, not dominate, but like sort of controlled the first half, played our usual football. But as we got sort of into the second half, Southampton started really, really well. Obviously, we got our goal in the first 20 minutes, so we weren't really controlling the whole game. But yeah, we were kind of on the edge for the rest of it. Southampton were always attacking, and I think Bailly, Jones and Valencia controlled the defence really well, but they kept coming down Young's side and getting past our midfield, which is where we were kind of lacking in defensive points. But then De Gea was there to make a lot of saves, which I was really happy about. And I just thought De Gea and some of our defenders really did keep us in the game. And I think if it wasn't for them, we could have conceded quite a lot more. But then we also had a lot of chances where we could have put them away. Making the wrong choices kind of got in the way of that. But overall, I think a 1-0 win is the same as a 4-0 win at the end of the day. Like you said earlier on the stream, it's still 3 points. We've conceded nothing, and it's just going to take us further up the league, up the division.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I mean, I thought the defence as well, I would have to say, played really well, and that's why I said that Phil Jones was my man of the match today. I thought he did really, really well.
Yeah.
And I thought overall the defence and our David De Gea played well as well. And it's good that to have that strong defence. I mean, I think I'm not sure if it was Alex Ferguson who said it or someone said it, but there was a quote that says that attack. Your strikers win games, but defences win titles, and that is so true because today, if we had weaker defenders, we would have come out of that game with a draw or maybe a loss. So it's really good that we have a really strong defensive partnership at the moment. I do agree there are still some frailties, especially in the fullback positions. Hopefully we can get them sorted out. But yeah, I thought overall the performance overall for me wasn't great. Obviously it wasn't at the levels that we played before. But I thought, the 3 points, as you said, is the only, it's the only thing that matters to me right now. Because I was thinking towards the end of that game, I was thinking, it looks like obviously Mourinho brought on Smalling, and it looked like we were going to defend. And I just thought, I was just hoping for that final whistle. I wasn't annoyed about the performance. At the end of the day, I was just happy that we got the 3 points, and I think a lot of Manchester United fans were like that. But I was just a bit shocked by the reaction I saw on social media from a few fans, saying that we played really bad and we're not contenders and stuff. But just before I get on to the next point, I'm just going to read a few of the comments if that's all right. Ryan says, sorry, I'll just read a bit up. Ryan says City and Chelsea play each other next week, so points to be dropped there. Yeah, that's intriguing. Oh, that's good then. So hopefully that can be a draw, as Tube is saying, and then they can drop points. And I think hopefully at home to Crystal Palace, we shouldn't be dropping points, to be honest, against that against a Crystal Palace team which has been absolutely, shocking so far this season. So hopefully I mean, if we win that and you know, City lose or Chelsea lose or whatever, or it's a draw, then we gain 2 points, which is just crucial at the start of the season. And I saw a comment a bit earlier saying that points on the board is key during the start of the season, which is true. William7 has joined us. Welcome to the stream. He says, it's so annoying how 3 o'clock kickoffs aren't allowed to be televised in the UK. It is annoying, but I think it's good that we've got, you know, you've got the Sky Sports, what you would call it, Soccer Saturday, and you've also got the BT Sports Score thing now. So at least you've got a bit of entertainment, you've got a bit of analysis during the games, and things like that. Tube says, Palace will be a good test for us. It'll be like last year where we will have lots of chances versus a smaller team, but where we can be clinical and put them to bed. Yeah, I mean a game like Crystal Palace last season we would have probably lost at home. So yeah, it's good. I think it's a good time to play Crystal Palace. So hopefully we can, you know, just show the progress that we've made. Matthew Jones has joined us. Welcome to the stream. He's also one half of United Lads, so go check them out as well in the description down below. Brotherhood Gaming has also joined us. He says, top of the league, 6 games gone, unbelievable improvement from last season. I think that's the key thing. Obviously, you know, today wasn't the most glamorous and we didn't perform the best, but, you know, as I said, 6 games gone, still very early days, top of the league. I mean, at the start of the season, I'm sure you'd agree, Max, at the start of the season, if you told me that after 6 games we'd be joint top of the league on points, you'd be over the moon, wouldn't you?
Yep, very over the moon. And I think now I've kind of realised that it's completely true that we can do anything. From, let's say, an unsuccessful season last year, we've really come on, and it just shows how much we've tried over the summer break to improve the team, and Jose's put a lot into it, and hopefully it will all come off well for the rest of the season.
Yeah, hopefully. Matthew Jones says big 3 points. Yeah, it was a very big 3 points today, and it might be a big 3 points coming in the course of the season, because those kind of games could be very, very important. Obviously, the points are very important, and that's really the only thing I care about at the moment. I don't care about goal difference. Obviously, goal difference might decide the title. You never know, but hopefully it doesn't. Donald says Lukaku is a beast. Yeah, he just seems to. He just can't stop scoring, even after, I mean, he's had a few goals like that when he sort of headed it and the keeper's made a great save, or he's, you know, missed an easy chance, but he's just stuck it into the back of the net afterwards, which is you know, the fact that goals are almost being attracted to Lukaku, you know, it's just fantastic, and the fact that, you know, he's in such great form at the moment is just brilliant, and I think in our next game against Crystal Palace, there's no doubt in my mind that he could bag 1, possibly even 2 goals if he's on form. But yeah, obviously, you know, we won 1-0 today, and you know the match, as we've just already talked about. But there was that incident with Jose Mourinho at the end of the match. Now I talked to Daryl about this, and he gave his opinion on it. But obviously, it does mean that he was sent off, which means that he will have a touchline ban. Now, what, in your opinion, do you think will that mean for the team in our next game? Do you think it will affect them at all, or do you think, you know, it'll just be business as usual?
I think we've got to go out there and do the job we do, but the problem with the table is we have no one to like control the team or give some sort of suggestions that what we could do next. Whereas next game, Crystal Palace, we really do need to have one guy, maybe a captain, someone like Valencia or someone who's vocal to keep the team going, keep everyone's heads up, and just like sort of sort the team out. Whereas Jose Mourinho is always, you know, when he gets off his seat, he's got something to say. I mean, being at Old Trafford, when we're in comfortable positions, he's off his chair. But once he sees, he's in his chair. But once he's seen something going on, he'll come out and sort the team and put it back to where it should be. So we really do need someone to keep control of that. But I just think the team's overall performance, if Jose Mourinho can do as much as he can in training, then hopefully we'll put it out there on the pitch.
Yeah, hopefully. I think your point about the captain is actually quite a good one, because, you know, we kind of it's almost like in the modern game, you know. I mean, some people kind of disregard the captain's role, but I think actually it's probably one of the most important roles in the team, and I think that
Yeah.
you need a captain, and I think Valencia can take that role, which will be able to marshal the team, show passion, and sort of know exactly what Jose Mourinho wants on that pitch, and can sort of transmit what he wants to the other players and get the right feeling. So I definitely agree with you that the captain is going to have to play a big role, have a big role to play. But Max, just before you go, is there any other points you want to make on the match, or anything like that, or any other opinions you want to get off your chest?
I do want to give a point on our Champions League draw. We've obviously got Moscow on Wednesday, I believe. They're fairly simple games where we've got not the best international division that they come from. So when we're playing against them, we've got a decent group stage where we can sort of rest and play. Obviously, good teams where we're going to win and stay top of our group stage, but other teams have got a lot harder group stages than us. So it's kind of an advantage in a way. So we've got Crystal Palace at the weekend. If we can rest some of our most important players and give them a decent rest where they are going to recover to full energy and full commitment to the next game, which obviously is Crystal Palace, then we're good to go. So if we can still pull a win away from Moscow with, let's say, an average Man United team, and then put a really strong team out against Crystal Palace, then who knows, we could just play 10 times better.
Yeah, I hope so. And yeah, guys, our next game in the fixture list is, of course, sorry if you heard that, guys. Our next fixture in the fixture list is the Champions League game on Wednesday against CSKA Moscow, as Man United Max said. So, I mean, hopefully we can win in that game. And I think obviously going to Russia is going to be slightly difficult. It's never easy going to a foreign country or going to Russia, especially because it's just a tough place to go. So hopefully we can get the 3 points there in the group. But thank you very much for coming on, Max. Really appreciate it.
Fine. Thanks for letting me on.
Yeah, no problem. And go check out his channel in the link in the description down below. I'd really appreciate that. Let's get him to 190 subscribers. That'd be absolutely fantastic. And so yeah, thank you very much for coming on, and I'll please do Skype in again.
Yep, thanks ever so much. Catch you soon.
Yeah, see you later, pal. Right, so we're gonna go straight on to another call. Big O is on the call. Just before I get into your call, Big O, I'm just gonna read a few of the comments. Tube says, games at St Mary's are usually competitive. Our last 6 games have been 1-0, 0-0, 3-2, 2-1, 1-1 and 3-2. Never more than 1 goal difference. Yeah, they have all been very tight, and it's I think the fans that are complaining of the fact that we're not, the fans that are complaining that we played really badly today, it's a hard place to come. But yeah, definitely agree with you there. William says, I want to see how we cope away our top side, i.e. Chelsea, City, Spurs. And that's going to be the real test, because at the start of this season, we haven't had a real test yet, really. And we've only played like 1 top 6 contender. So I do agree. I want to see what's going to happen against those top sides. Ryan says we could go top next week, City, Chelsea to draw. Yeah, hopefully we do. Go that. Hopefully they drop some points in that one. Tube said I'd take draws at the away games if we can counter and win them. Great. Yeah, hopefully, because it's going to be hard going away to those top games. William says Tubes, I would like to see us win at least 3 of those 6 away games. Yeah, because that would just show the progression that we've made in this league. If we can get away wins and things like that. Tube says, I think they'll all be close, cagey games like Chelsea versus Arsenal and even 0-0 draw. Hopefully we don't get battered off the park by those kind of teams. Matthew Jones says, hope everyone is having a great weekend. Hope you're having a great weekend, Matthew Jones. And yeah, go subscribe to United Lads in the description down below. Tube says CSK Moscow is away is long. It is a very long trip. I do agree with you. And Man United Max says, come on United. Yes, come on United. Man United Max, go subscribe to him in the link in the description. But I have the one, the only, Big O on the Skype call. And obviously, it is the Southampton review. Now, we won the game 1-0 today. What are your thoughts on the performance generally, and any other sort of, personal performances from the players? Any of them you want to pick out?
Well, I just want to say I have a bit of a gripe.
Your mic's not great, to be honest. A bit echoey, but yeah, carry on.
I said I've got a bit of a gripe.
Alright, yeah, go on then. Get your gripe off your chest.
It's with some Man United fans who have just been really negative about today's performance and doubting whether we'll be able to mount a serious title challenge.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree with you there. I think
They are what is that in a nutshell is just pulling us down. I don't think we need those fans saying that, because if you have a look at it, as you said, I would have bitten your hand off for 16 points after 6 games. I would have absolutely bitten your hand off. We haven't lost a game. I know we haven't been tested really, but on paper, when you looked at it at the start of the season, Everton at home, Southampton away are tough games. And they're not gimmies. They're not games which, you just get given. You have to work for those results, work for those performances, work for the 3 points, which we had to on both occasions. Everton and Southampton both bombarded our goals at times in those games. So I think that the fact that some of the United fans today on Twitter and social media, and just ones I've talked to, some of the absolute nonsense that they're coming out with is just laughable. It really is. But that's my little rant over. I thought the performance was really good in the first half. Obviously, Lukaku getting on the score sheet is a bonus. He's a serial goal scorer, and he will continue to be that way. He'll easily score 20, 25 goals this season. Hopefully in a winning title campaign, but City do look strong as well. But yeah, I'm buzzing with the result, because we could have easily come out with a draw, but it does show that some credentials you need to have for the title is being able to ground out wins, grind out performances, Mourinho's speciality, and the 3 points was all that mattered today, really. Without Pogba, it's always going to be more difficult, and the points are the most important thing at this stage. So I'm buzzing with the fact we got 3 points, and I can watch Match of the Day tonight.
Yeah, that's a good point, isn't it? But yeah, no, 100% agree. I think people in the chat also agree with your point about the fans being really negative. I just don't understand it. I really don't, because how ungrateful are you that after one game where we didn't really we didn't play too well, we're getting, people are absolutely slating the team. It's stupid.
Not in this space.
We got the win. We got the win, didn't we? So I don't understand. Donald, I was going to read a few of the comments. I'm going to read a few of the comments. Sorry to cut you off there. I'm going to read a few of the comments, and then I'll get back to another question for you. Donald says we will win the league soon. Yeah, I hope it will be this season. I think we could definitely win it this season. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely think we can win the league this season. There's no doubt about that. Matthew Jones says subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Thank you very much, Matthew, and go subscribe to United Lads as well if you haven't already. And also, guys, please do like the stream. Let's aim for 10 likes as well, and go and subscribe to Ryan McSwiggan as well. Go subscribe to him.
Oh, by the way, Daryl, apparently his description, no, his link isn't in your description.
Oh right, I thought it was. Oh, it must have been last match. Oh, sorry about that, Daryl. If you are watching, I will put it in the description when the video goes up, and I will, shout you out and things like that. Tube said I play for the Champions League game. This is. He said he played De Gea, Young, Bailly, Jones, Blind, Carrick, Herrera, Lingard, Martial, Lukaku, and Fellaini. That would be a decent. That'd be decent, a lineup actually, because obviously there you're saying you're resting Valencia, Matic, Rashford, Mata, and Mkhitaryan, which is good because we need to do that. We need to rest players. Henry, welcome to the stream, my friend. Thank you so much for joining the stream. I really appreciate it. Get your opinions in on the Southampton game. Tube says some fans would have moaned when we won everything back in the day. Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous. And I think, you know, I mean, since I've been watching Manchester United since I started, because this last 4 years have been a quite a tough period to be a Manchester United fan. And for me, for the start that we've had, it's one of the best starts in ages. I mean, we've scored 10 more goals in the first 6 games than we have in the past 4 seasons, and people are moaning. I don't understand it, and I think Big O also would agree with that. But yeah, thanks for all the comments, guys. Keep getting them in. Harley Stacey says thoughts on the Lukaku chant. Well, I've got Big O here as well. I'll give my thoughts on it in just a second. But Owen,
Romelu Lukaku. He's a Belgian scoring genius with a 24-inch penis, scoring all the goals. Bellend by his toes.
There you go. What do you think about it? What do you think about that?
I think we should be allowed to sing what the hell we want. I mean, you know what? I do agree that racism in football should be stamped out, and it is one of those things where it could encourage it. But you know, I think it's just as harm. Like, you know, it's just as bad as some of the other songs going around the terraces. And I think that, you know, if you're going to ban that, you have to ban a lot of stuff that's going around the Football League, the Premier League, and all the other leagues in the world. So I think that pinpoint this particular one just because it's involves race is just I'm not really sure why they're doing it. Really, I think they should just leave it alone. Leave it be, and it's not really derogatory. It's not really offensive. And if it is, then, you know, fine. But it doesn't seem like it when it first came out, anyone was really that outraged. Then suddenly it had to become into a massive news item on the most of the mainstream media. So I just think let it be. But maybe that's just a biased view, obviously as a United fan. But I do think if that chant's going to get banned, we will have to come up with a Lukaku chant very soon, which is PG, because Lukaku will be banging them in all season. We want a chant to be able to sing whenever he does.
Yeah, I think the people, the guys in the chat really actually appreciate a response there. I mean, in my opinion, I totally agree. I think, obviously, I've seen Lukaku has spoken out about it and said that, you know, the fans meant well by the chant, and, you know, we move on together and stuff like that. And I just think, if someone was saying I had a 24-inch penis, I'd be buzzing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't understand. Like, obviously, you know, you could say it's a racist.
Yeah, but then again, they wouldn't want people. You wouldn't want lying, would you?
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, fair enough. But like, look, very funny. Yes, no one has a 24-inch penis, Owen. But look, right. I'm just saying. I just think, you know, I don't understand it, because obviously it is a racial stereotype, and, you know, some fans say, oh yeah, well, you know that's bad. But I just think it's just a fun. It's a bit of fun. That's what's football all about. A bit of banter, a bit of fun. And I'm sorry, but why are the PC police, you know, gonna stop our fun? And obviously, I don't know. Obviously, if Lukaku himself feels uncomfortable, then that's a different thing altogether. But if it's just a few people in the crowd thinking, oh, this is a bit dodgy, then, you know, Sodom. You know, they probably don't sing anyway. They probably sit there and like
eating their prawn sandwiches and sipping their caviar champagne.
Exactly, 100%. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the chant. You guys can get your thoughts in the live chat as well. Tube says we already have 5 clean sheets in the league. Took us till December last season. Yeah, I mean, again, another sign of our progress, and another reason why the fans who are getting upset and saying we'll finish outside the top 6 are deluded. But I don't understand. Donald says, Donald's just laughing emojis. Yeah, it's laughable, really. It's quite funny. Yeah, exactly. Chi-Chi's also says the United fans sung about Park eating dogs. Like, I mean, come on, how is that? You know,
how at the end of the day, really. I mean, in the terraces, you have to have a bit of bands, or else, you know, you're a dead club. And I think it's a bit of banter in there. As long as all parties, apart from the stubborn old men at the FA, agree that this is a good chant. I mean, obviously, I think the worry is PC people, as you say, worrying about the children going to football matches and the example it sets. But that's football at the end of the day. We don't want a 100% clean image of football because at the end of the day, it's not clean and it should never be clean.
There you go. There are the wise words of Big O on the topic. So thanks for calling, Big O. Really appreciate it.
Right. And by the way, can I say something?
Yeah, sure.
So a lot of the I'm being very, very appreciative of the comments in this live stream. But I was wondering, I want to just quickly talk about the Mourinho touchline ban.
Yeah, go on and talk about that. Yeah.
No, it's just a quick thing, obviously, because you might have other callers, but I just want to say that I thought it was an absolute mockery of modern football. The fact that Mourinho gets targeted week in, week out by officials, almost like a game, almost like a fucking game to them. They say, oh, let's try and get Mourinho wound up, and then when he jogs him off, suddenly they send him off to the bloody stands. That's going to be him out for 3 games now. He won't be able to do his wise influencing on the touchline, which is stupid, especially when we have quite important games against CSKA Moscow and others in the Premier League coming up. So, my point, I think the FA has an agenda against Mourinho. You have seen how Klopp and Conte berated 4th officials, and they've got absolutely nothing. So I think this is a clear case of an agenda against Jose Mourinho. But anyway, thanks for having me on, Kieran, or Keir, or Big C, or Disappointment, wherever you want me to call you. And yeah, I'll see you in a bizzle. Ciao.
Right, there we go. Disappointment, I'm gonna kill him. But yeah, there you go. There was Big O. There was your daily dose of Big O there. But yeah, you made some good points, obviously, about the touchline ban and things like that. But yeah, Asian Game, I will now take your call because I did promise you that you would get on today. So the last call of the night is going to be from Asian Gamer or Kieran. So I will call him up and get him on. But another famous rant for the Red Devil Weekly channel. And guys, keep getting your comments and thoughts and opinions in. But yeah, Asian Gamer, I think you are live on Red Devil Weekly now. Obviously, is there anything you want to get off your chest, either about the game or just anything to do with Manchester United in general? Hello, do we have Asian Gamer? Okay, it might be some sort of problem with them. I can't hear you, unfortunately, Asian Game, if you are speaking. So if you are speaking, I do apologise. I can't actually hear you, but hopefully, I'll end the call and we can try again. I'll try and get you back. But all right, okay, he's calling now. Oh, okay. All right, there's a bit of a problem with the Skype here, but as Tube said, Big O spitting hard facts. It is hard facts, isn't it? I mean, to be fair, it's true. It's just so true because you think about the fact that you have people like Conte and Klopp and all them, berating 4th officials, and every manager does it, but Jose Mourinho seems to be the target of most, pundits, even FA, everyone, and it seems that Manchester United in general are just targeted because it's almost jealousy, isn't it? Ryan says, I hate our rival managers. Yeah, I most of them are twats. I do agree. Asian Gamer says my mic is broken. Oh, that's unfortunate, Asian Gamer. That's really unfortunate. Hopefully we can get you on in the future. But yeah, because you do provide us with some absolutely fantastic points and things like that. So please do call in when if you are ready or feel like you're ready or whatever. But yeah, guys, is there any other questions or anything else you want to get off your chest before the stream ends? Because obviously we've been nearly streaming for an hour now. It's been an absolutely fantastic stream, and I really have enjoyed every single minute of it. So please do like the stream as well if you haven't already. That would really help me out. But yeah, 1-0. It's a decent result in what happened. The fans who are complaining, I really don't understand it. I see people, you know, the negativity. Like, why? I can't believe, right? We're being so negative when we're playing our best football we've seen in like what 4 or 5 years, and we're being negative. Like, I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it. And hopefully that can change. Hopefully we can start being more positive. And you know, we won't win 4-0 every week. It just won't happen. It just won't happen. Ryan says, like the setup. Thanks, bro. Really appreciate that. Yeah, it's just kind of simple. I think I'm gonna keep it like this for most streams. I think it's just nice and simple. Gets the job done, and I think it looks alright. I think it looks obviously. I was thinking about trying to get the comments up. Unfortunately, for some reason, I have a few problems with that. But hopefully, I can fix them if you do want the comments and things like that. But yeah, guys, thanks to everyone who has joined the stream tonight. I'm gonna end it here. I really appreciate everyone who's joining. As I said, please do like the stream, subscribe to all the channels in the links in the description down below. And yeah, thanks for everyone who has joined the stream. Thanks for getting your opinions in on this Southampton game. A 1-0 win, not the most glamorous of victories, but those 3 points are the same as any other 3 points we're going to get this season. Roll on at CSK Moscow on Wednesday. I won't be doing a watch along or anything like that for that game, although I will be trying to be doing a match preview and review and things like that for the game. So, you know, the standard stuff for you guys. Also, I'll try to bring out a career mode series as well for you guys, if you do like FIFA and things like that. So if you want that, please smash a like on this stream. But yeah, join top of the table, 6 games in. What more could you ask for? Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the great support, and I'll see you.